they were recruiting specifically for this particular job. In other words, the job of an undercover illegal lone wolf agent, which requires a whole lot of fully developed character traits and the ability to learn skills. So they knew that I was smart. They knew that I was ideologically sound, but everything else they had to figure out, could I do this? Did I have what it takes? So I found out much, much later the kinds of character traits they were looking for when recruiting for this kind of a job. And this came out in interviews that were given by two retired heads of the Directorate S illegals, and they mentioned some of those traits. I remember, like, at the moment, I remember something like quick decision makers, very bright, language abilities, fearless, likable, and never having a problem with fluid situation change. And so I fit that profile to a T. And I just may want to volunteer something here. I didn't get a lot of other than tradecraft, the skills you need to have to operate as an agent. I didn't get a lot of other training. They knew that they couldn't prepare me for the situations that would occur in my life. I had to make a lot of decisions myself, and the fact that I survived for that was 19 years without being discovered speaks to the fact that A, I was a bit lucky, but B, I also was pretty damn good, and I made a lot of really good decisions. And they knew that they had to send for that kind of a job. They had to send somebody who was wired to be able to do that. And it's nothing to be proud of. It's a genetic profile that was given at birth.
So you think? So obviously they're looking at you as a student, and they can evaluate from that you're disciplined, you know how to delay gratification.
Yeah.
Those sorts of things, those more hard skills. But do you think that, to your point, like being quick on your feet and innovative, you think those are innate and genetic? You don't think those things can be taught?
I think more or less innate. Now, you can enhance them for sure. But, I was inventive and clever as a middle school student, high school. I was quite manipulative in a way that, not to harm somebody, but to gain advantage in certain situations. So what I didn't know, and I didn't really know this until I sat down and wrote my memoir, that I actually had ability to write. Because the only writing I had done up to that point was business related, and people told me, "Oh, you're a good writer." So what? Yeah, you write good memos. So and I know for sure that I have a highly creative mind, and I give you the proof. So my youngest child, when she was 4 or 5 years old, I would read her stories, bedtime stories, before she goes to sleep, age appropriate. And one time we were out of books, and I told her, "We have no books," and I made up a story. I made up a story about toys escaping from Toys R Us and having an adventure, just like on the spot. And the next day, we had books again, and I asked her, "Would you like me to read another book or finish this, or go on with the story?" She said, "No, your story." Now, if a child tells you that, you hit the jackpot. I could sit down and write children's books, but so there is something that is in the genetic profile for sure. Obviously, by embracing this and then working with it, you will improve the skill. Okay, but people who are not imaginative, they can get to a certain point, but they can't reach the level where you can, actually make a living out of it if you want to.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the interview. If you got anything out of this video at all, please like the video, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought of the video, tell me who you'd like to see on the show. I really appreciate the support. It goes a long way on these platforms, as you guys know. Most importantly, I have some excellent interviews coming up in the future that I'm really, really excited about. So please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of them. But that's it. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it, and hope to see you again soon.